Welcome to the Couture Book Nook. My name is Sir Dr. Alfred Snodgrass, B.A. Honors, M.A., Ph.D., D.Phil, D.Lit, and J.D. This medallion you see adorning my neck was awarded to me by the Pontifical Institute for Canon Law in Oldenheim, Germany in 1945 for my research on literature, literary history, philology, and hermeneutics. I also have a degree in botany, a high school certificate in alchemy, and a PhD in Finno-Ugric heraldry from the period 1200 to 1201 of the Common Era. This is my feline muse, Cordelia Grillparson. She also has several advanced degrees and reads the Old Testament in Hebrew backwards and entirely from memory. You may recognize me from the Couture Theatre, where we recently enjoyed a declamatory speech by Titania from Shakespeare's romance, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Couture has also wisely chosen to engage my services for the Book Nook, a reading club designed to resurrect urbane conversation about fine literature in a world that's been debased by lowbrow farces and idle literary speculation on TikTok videos. One feature of the Couture Book Nook is interviews with famous literary personages or characters from fiction and novels. Tonight, Couture is pleased to host Ms. Lucy Westenra, a character from Bram Stoker's rather prolix Gothic potboiler, Count Dracula. I must confess to my trepidation, since Miss Westenra has been bitten by the fiend and is therefore a vampiress. As Shakespeare says, blood will have blood, but I sincerely hope it's not mine this evening. On this score, I would be remiss if I did not warn you there will be some discussion of blood in this episode. Please do not cancel the Couture Book Nook because of this frank discourse. I can assure you that if I was any more woke, I would have insomnia. In fact, the only thing I'm intolerant to is lactose. Please stay tuned and join me for welcoming Miss Lucy Westenra to an interview with a vampiress on the Couture Book Nook. Welcome, Miss Westenra, to the Couture Book Nook. If I may, you have a dribble of something on your chin there. It looks rather like blood to me.
Yes. Well, you see, I grew peckish while waiting in the green room.
Indeed. I've had that feeling many times. Though I haven't imbibed in human blood yet, but the night is young, isn't it? Call me a snob, but I've always associated vampires with rather dreary fashion, much like these young goths today with their black on black on black. Boring, if you ask me. What inspired you to engage the services of Couture for your style?
Well, you see, I have a lot of time to kill in the daylight hours, just lying around. And I came across the Couture website, and I was immediately smitten by the couture doll styling.
My significant other may whip and scorn me for this, but I must say you look hauntingly beautiful this evening. What exactly are you wearing this evening from Couture?
I must admit that before I discovered Couture, I did not take sufficient interest in dress to be able to describe the fashions. Dress to me was a bore. I found it tedious and draining. Couture has been my savior. I now have an intense desire to dress to kill. To answer your question, I'm wearing a French silk crepe evening dress and a blood red velvet cape by Couture, of course. My black onyx crown encrusted with daggers, I picked that up from the Couture boutique in Transylvania.
You're just luxuriating in that Couture. Looks incredible. In a different vein, what kind of creature are you warming your hands with?
Well, you see, I dabble in taxidermy, and this here is a souvenir from a wolf hunt in the Ural mountain range in 1720. Some of my BFFs are werewolves, you see.
I'm from different classes of people, but I've never associated with werewolves in my life, but that may change this evening, too. What advice do you have for aspiring purely fictional and fanciful literary characters? especially those aspiring characters in the ubiquitous vampire genre.
Stay hungry.
Indeed. I can see the sun rising, and I don't relish the prospect of becoming a late-night snack for you, so I shall bid you good evening. Please be sure to join me, Sir Alfred Snodgrass, B.A., M.A., Honors, Ph.D., D.Phil, D.Lit., Old Testament studies from old-time Germany, hermeneutics, philology, and a degree in alchemy, next week for the Dolls Couture Book Nook. And please be sure to visit the Dolls Couture website for your doll needs, and needs, my friend, you do indeed have.